Hello, everyone. Coming up here on the Pro Wrestling Show presents the NXT Ring Report. Coming up here, talk about this. You see right here, JC Jane is the new NXT slash TNA Knockouts champion. JC Jane makes her rare appearance tonight. What does JC Jane have in store for both the NXT division as well as the women's division for TNA as well? JC Jane really did laid out some law. We'll get to Jason James, what she did coming up. As well as this, Ricky Saints going one-on-one against newcomer. Newcomer Jasper Troy. Jasper Troy has been making some waves quite some time, and Jasper Troy wants to destroy his hands on Ricky Saints. Jasper Troy, his hands on Ricky Saints. We'll see about that coming up as well. Well as this, the NXT Championship is on the line, as you see right here. Over Pimpy set to defend the championship against Josh Briggs and Almara. Each one of these two can win the NXT Championship. I call it the NXT title, the TNA title. I'm sorry, I'm being flustered. Plus, we get the singles debut of Blake Monroe. She'll take on Ren Sinclair. Blake Monroe versus Ren Sinclair. And finally, The Undertaker, WWE Hall of Famer, the Deadman, the Demon of Death Valley, rides into NXT to confront the TNA champion, Trick Williams. And what Trick Williams had said about his term. We get all this is kind of started right here, right now, on the Pro Wrestling Show presents the NXT Ring Report. Hello, everyone. Welcome to this special edition of the Pro Wrestling Show presents the NXT Ring Report. I'm your host, as always, Kendrick Dix here. Glad you can join us here on the NXT Ring Report. Join in the conversation using the hashtag Pro Wrestling here on Connect. And don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe and share. Tell a friend. Call a friend. Hit that subscribe button so you won't miss a thing. All right. Let's not waste no time whatsoever. We're going to talk about this that we're going to talk about. Let's talk about what went down. The NXT Women's Champion, JC Jane. JC Jane coming out the heels of Slammiversary. Like I said, JC Jane really stepped up. She stepped up real big time. And we can see with JC Jane, we'll get to Trick Williams a little bit like JC Jane walking out with both the Impact, the TNA, and NXT championships. JC Jane calls her JC Jane's two belts. That's what she did tonight. She did it so well and proud. JC Jane now making her rounds, and JC Jane did what she did coming up. JC Jane now the MTNA and NXT Women's Champion. JC Jane really making dividends tonight. She did. JC Jane may have to watch her back because she got new challengers emerging. These new challengers want a shot at either the TNA or the NXT championship. I think from the NXT side of things, Last Legend and Miss Parker want a shot at that TNA championship. Last Legend, Miss Parker ain't gonna put no foot in sight. Now they want a shot at JC. JC holding up both belts, and JC Jane may have to watch her back because she's gonna have to deliver. She's gonna do what she got to do down the road. So we'll see what JC Jane is gonna do. Um, you can tell JC Jane really better watch her back. The Lad Legend, Miss Parker are coming, and they want to be some champions. And fatal influence may have to be stepped in the way. We saw how that's going to go eventually down the road. Well, Ricky Saints was in action. Ricky Saints took on Jasper Troy. Ricky Saints took on Jasper Troy and defeated Jasper Troy. Ricky Saints and Jasper Troy beating the holy crap out of each other. Neither man didn't win. No, it was no a draw, but you can tell that that you can absolutely tell that this is far from over between these two men. But these two men want to take it to the next level. Falls Count Anywhere street fight. But we saw it tonight, as you see. Jasper Troy really ain't making no bounds about it. But Jasper Troy and Ricky Saints doing what they doing best. So we saw how that went down, Jasper Torrey and Ricky Saints tonight. Well, we get to this right here. Blake Monroe, Blake Monroe, what she did to Evolution to what's her name? Um Jordan Grace. We told you Jordan Grace was so vicious, so angry. She started to attack the whole security team. Jordan Grace wanted to get her hands on Blake Monroe. Jordan Grace decided to attack security, personnel, you name it. Jordan Grace did it. Jordan Grace wanted to do so tonight, but Jordan Grace did not see this one coming. As Blake Monroe won her match tonight over Red Sinclair, Blake Monroe got the victory over win. Jordan Grace decided to do the same thing, but it cost her at the Blake Monroe collar and hit her with a DDT on the chair and really ricocheted Jordan's head off, and uh, Jordan was fumbling a little bit, but you could tell uh, Blake Monroe making waves. I can see this match being a match of heat wave between these two. These two can't stand each other and they want to settle in the ring. They was best friends, but you kind of know what that established already. So hey, we saw that tonight. Well, Ethan Page decided to do a championship celebration. It got short lived. Ethan Page trying to declare that the North American Championship is nothing different. He gonna introduce a new championship called the Canadian Championship. Ethan Page and introduced the championship. Santino Marella, the director of Authority, the TNA version of the general manager, came out there and challenged Ethan Page to a match for the North American Championship or the Canadian Championship. This is a up close personal look at the championship right here. It still got North American on there. I don't know why he put that, but it still got North American on there. It just got a Canadian symbol around it. I mean, it still represent North America because you got Canada, Mexico, and the America. So I don't know why Ethan Page want to do that. Change the championship back. But next week he's going to set to defend the championship against Santino Marella. And Santino told him to be ready, and Santino told him that, and I think Ethan Page is going to oblige one way or another. So we'll see Santino Marella versus Ethan Page next week. Well, before we get to that, the main event was Obafemi. Obafemi defended the championship. Let's say this: Obafemi was on here. Obafemi defending the championship against you know who. Obafemi, nothing to lose right now. And you see Obafemi is he's doing to counteract that situation with Obafemi. Obafemi um, did it, and he did it well. And Obafemi um, won his match tonight. Won that triple threat match. He and Josh Bridge. I think Josh Bridge now finally got two burnt from his bridges. And got where it's coming from. Maybe from you know who down the road. So you see Obafemi defended and retaining the NXT championship. What he did it tonight. So good for Obafemi on that end that Oba went through. We don't know what's next for Oba. I think he's, like I said, a big fish in a small pond. They don't know what to do with him. You don't have the idea. Well, we get to this right here. Trick Williams appeared on Raw last night and talked about he's going to appear to call out the Undertaker. Trick Williams tried to call out the Undertaker. The Undertaker and Trick Williams had them change the words after the Undertaker had found out that someone was disrespecting his students. He knew who it was. It was none other than Trick Williams. Trick Williams trying to get the upper hand on a legend like the Undertaker. Trick Williams ain't even the success of the Undertaker. More that he wants to challenge the Undertaker for a match. So we saw how that went down tonight. This is the reaction right here. Trick Williams took right here. He took a choke slam. The Undertaker told him, "This is still my yard." And Undertaker told him, "Hey, don't play with me." And he Trick tried to play with him, try to take a sucker punch. The Undertaker caught him and choke slammed him. Look at that Trick's like looking like he just had an aneurysm or something, or just he just got done getting busy and don't know what to do next, or he just tired. He just bowled out tired. Undertaker made that one done appearance in his American Bad, you know what gimmick. Undertaker called out Trick, and Trick Williams paid the price tonight by getting chokeslam right here. Trick Williams getting chokeslam and paying the price as he normally would do tonight. So for Trick Williams and stuff like that, but the Undertaker as well. Carrying Trick Williams will tell you that right now. So we see. All right, that is the NXT ring report here on the Pro Wrestling Show. We move over to Wrestling Hot Topics. On Wrestling Hot Topics, we talk about this. We just want to send our prayers and condolences to legendary rock and roll star Ozzy Osbourne. Ozzy, who plays a pivotal role in WWE sometimes with Survivor Series, and now Ozzy will be at this Survivor Series. He's deceased. So Ozzy Osbourne paying the way and paying the foundation for WWE. He made a first WWE appearance at WrestleMania 2, accompanying the British Bulldogs. He made appearances on Raw, um, performed on SmackDown. Oh, I want to stop. Stuff like that. And Ozzy was his many people like my age might remember him from doing the Osbournes at the time, and reality show them was cussing. They was like the first family of profanity. They didn't care. Many people felt that was authentic and real and raw and everything else. Ozzy did do that, so Ozzy Osbourne paid the way, and don't miss him. But Ozzy did what he needed to do in this world. He was 76 years old. Man, didn't live to see 80, close to 80. Ozzy Osbourne one of the all-time greats, and his music will live on. Even the moments he did in WWE will live on as well. So we'll see. Well, speaking of that, Roman Reigns is calling out his cousin Jay to help him take out Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed. Roman will forget that it was him that really drive away you know, and like we said, we're gonna see if Jay's gonna accept the offer. Likely he is for SummerSlam. Why not? They'd be going for it, but with the travel cheap belts and stuff. Roman Reigns at that time. And now to this. All right. We're gonna end it right here on the NXT ring report. We'll end it with Trick Williams getting choke slammed to you know what by the Undertaker. I've been your host, Kendrick Dix, saying so long. We'll see you tomorrow for the AEW ring report here on the Pro Wrestling Show.